r/AskReddit, what technology have you seen that made you think, damn, we really are living in the future? The other day my buddy played VR, Blade and Sorcery, which is a marvel by itself, on one coast while I watched him stream it via Discord so I could watch in real time in the middle of the country. That moment wasn't lost on me. We do that every day. One time my friend was on a plane while we were watching a movie in a group on a movie server and were in a Discord call together. The advances in HIV treatment in just the last 3 to 5 years would have been unthinkable 30 years ago and could have saved tens of millions. In the 90s it was essentially a death sentence. Now there's drugs commonly available in most of the developed world that will suppress it to the point you'll die of old age first and you aren't contagious, oversimplifying for a Reddit post, but that's mostly accurate. This is something I think most people, like myself, are unaware of. Have any links to share with some details? Augmented reality glasses. Seeing digital information seamlessly integrated into the real world felt straight out of a sci-fi movie. I still haven't checked these out. For me it was when I saw how modern CPUs are manufactured. Truly some space-age shit, crafting the most intricate and interconnected 3D structure on an immensely tiny scale, using lasers and chemicals and shit. Here's an example. Link. That was incredible, thank you for the link. We can walk down the street talking to people around the world and access nearly the sum total of human knowledge with a magical device, but mostly use it to argue with strangers and look at pet pictures. And porn, don't forget that. The last time I felt that really strongly was while using my phone to deposit a check into my bank account while on the toilet taking a shit. Every time I look at my smartphone, I wonder if someone from 30 years ago could have imagined that we would have access to so many tools and information at our fingertips. Electricity, really? Yup. If my grandparents wanted some light indoors, they'd either use candles or hope the sun was shining just right. In my home, lights turn on when the sensor spots me and it's dark. For someone born 100 years ago, that's literal magic. Can we take a moment to realize that today's AI could probably fool the average person from 20 years ago? For sure. And probably from 0 years ago in a lot of cases. I got a high-end drone the last week and it blew me away how advanced it is. Love to hear it? LASIK surgery. I walked into my procedure with 20/80ths vision and astigmatism in both eyes. I laid down on the surgical table, lights were dimmed for 10 minutes, doctor did his thing, I felt nothing besides some slight pressure as the incisions were made, lights came back on 10 minutes later and I had 20/20ths vision. Sorcery. I had this done as well, I had terrible vision and when I sat up I said, I can see. I'm an independent contractor and I'm always paid by check. I get so annoyed when a check is over $5,000 because then I have to go to the bank to deposit it like a barbarian. The new Apple Vision Pro. I mean, if you showed that to a person from 50 years ago, he would be completely shocked. I mean, showing a person of 50 years ago an iPhone would blow their horns off. True, lol. Yeah. VR in general blows me away. I remember playing Wheel of Fortune on DOS and now we have this stuff. It's nuts. Language AI models that you can converse with. It reminds me of the movie Her, 2013. It makes me think that it's just a matter of time when someone will fall in love with this AI. You think people haven't already? I agree, fellow human. Touchscreen everything. It was just being introduced at Epcot on my one and only Disney Orlando family vacation. Hydroponics was what fascinated me, but there has been hanging gardens and water channeling since Babylon, and it has been implemented largely with Greenleaf Pharma. Anybody remember video phones? Now we all have them in our pockets. I love how they haven't updated the carousel of progress and it's so outdated. Google Lens. Literally point at something and it will tell you what it is. Essentially we have tricoders. I pointed it at a menu in French, and it translated it to English, live on my screen, blew me away. The big four that I see are *nanotechnology, *automated vehicles of land and air, *3D printing, *virtual reality. I live in a relatively isolated rural town and don't travel often. Out here things change slowly. Recently I took a trip to San Francisco and the culture shock was real. At every place we went people were using their phones to pay for everything and all the menus were digital kiosks. There were unmanned cars all over the place that looked like something out of a sci-fi movie. I can't put my finger on any one thing, but the entire 3 days was one big feeling of stepping off a train into the future. The production and uses of graphene. Voice recognition technology, sure it's not perfect but go back a few years it was laughably bad. It's AI for me. I am a photographer and removing something from a photo just a few years ago would take a few minutes up to an hour depending on the picture. Now I just sloppily select the area in Lightroom and within seconds it has removed the object and perfectly added a new background. That is really some future shit, at least for those who work with images. Seeing self-driving cars in action made me feel like we're truly living in the future. It's amazing how far technology has come. Bionic legs, neuroimplants, robots that can walk up and down stairs, quantum computing, nuclear fusion. Watching the Falcon rocket come back down and land where it took off from blew my mind. Seeing it happen from the beach is pretty wild. You can watch the whole thing take place. The launch, the separation, the turn, and burn, the decent burn. It's pretty damn cool. It looks fake every single time, I love it. It never gets old. Surgeons using robots to perform surgery on a grape and then sew the skin back. Does it detect life forms? Neuralink's brain-computer interface that enabled a paraplegic to autonomously play video games like Civilization 5 and Mario Kart with his friends, and stuff the web. That's straight out of a sci-fi book. The Google Translate app. Using the camera feature to translate a menu in another country in real time felt like it was straight out of a sci-fi movie. And you can use the conversation feature to talk to people in a different language. It's incredible for traveling. Drone light shows. When I saw the first demonstration of augmented reality glasses, it hit me that we're really living in the future. The idea of overlaying digital information onto the real world is something straight out of sci-fi. ChatGPT. Flamethrower robot dogs. That are surprisingly affordable. That's how I'd like to be taken out. Adorable. The progress in AI, like chatbots and personal assistants, makes it feel like we're in the future already. My partner just got a new phone that will screen calls for you via Google's AI assistant. Like, I know this isn't cutting edge, but seeing it in action for the first time sure did feel futuristic. 3D printing. The fact that I can have a device in my house for a few $100s that can make almost any object I want, within the dimensions of the printer, in a matter of minutes or hours is mind-blowing. I printed all kinds of things for the house that would have cost more to buy otherwise, like Scatty's hooks, and all I have to do is download a file, slice, and print. The last time I really had that feeling, I was sitting on my motorcycle, using my watch to select a song on my phone, that would play through my helmet. In about 5 to 10 years good resin printers will be more affordable too. Print your own medical grade retainers. JWST, the James Webb Space Telescope, it blows my mind that right now we have a machine sitting at L2 feeding us information. Jetpacks, I mean, maybe they are a little different than what the 1950s dreamed up, but they are the quintessential future technology. Drones and drone formations, yeah, scary and cool at the same time. High-speed internet, I am Gen X and I watched this hatch and grow, it still amazes me. There are so many others. Jetpacks are pretty much real now.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.